Okay, we are going to have the question and answer session of this call. So if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself, or you can text Chris or myself, and we will ask the questions for you. Anybody have a question?
I have a question.
And please announce yourself with your name and your region.
My name is Carol Allen, Georgia.
Yeah.
Hi, Carol.
And I have gotten great results from some of the products, and I just started on the glutathione, and in 3 days, I am just better. That's what I can tell you. I'm better. I am facing dental surgery on some teeth in a few weeks. And I still have some of this in my face and my body, but I'm fixing to order Richard's book because I'm done with Candida, and now I can switch over completely to the King's program. And I'm looking, yes, that's going to help me a lot because I added just a teeny bit of peanut butter over the weekend with my almond butter, and I can tell a difference. So, yeah, I'm learning. But, you know, I don't mind at all. To stay well, it's worth it. And, you know, I'll find things I like. So I just wondered if you have any suggestions. That's going to be the last thing I face, and then I'm going to really, I'm working on, you know, this healing the gut from too many antibiotics. Also, I'm working on my animals with some things for their skin because I see teeny little white things, and I'm not sure whether to get the vet to check that, but they're eating and drinking, and they seem fine. They could not find any worms, no fleas. And I've got them on some of the things that that you were talking about, Robin, and they seem to be doing fine. I was just wondering if you have any suggestions about, do you think I'll be okay when he's going to be working on bottom crowns that have been in my mouth a long, long time, and I need to get, and 3 have decay underneath, so it'll be good to get all that out, and I'll have all that fixed. I'm concerned that I'll be okay. However, I did just come through. All of a sudden, things happened to me this year, and I had to have some surgery. But I did. I'm all healed from that now. So I just wondered if you had any suggestions. Should I go ahead and? I have 1 month. You think I should go ahead and start order the King? I was going to go online and order your book.
Oh, definitely order the book and start reading it. And, you know, Richard has, he has an amazing mouthwash which you swish around in your mouth and then slowly swallow. And it really helps clean out your mouth. And that will help with disinfecting your mouth as well.
Okay.
As we have a new toothpaste in Richard's store, which I haven't gotten to try yet, but I think it's going to be wonderful. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when I order the book, I'll order the mouthwash then.
Yeah, and get the toothpaste. My goal is to have everybody that is in our program get off of Colgate, Ipana, and all those toothpastes that have fluoride in them. Fluoride, chemically, is the thing that opens up the ability for aluminum to get into the brain to dementia, Alzheimer's. We don't want aluminum in our bodies that is reactive or can be reactive. So get rid of aluminum. I used just baking soda for years, and I've been wanting to develop this toothpaste a long time, thinking I had to put it in a tube, and that was the thing in my mind. How am I going to get the tube, and where am I going to get it, and to get it labeled? And then I realized I could just put it in a jar, which is what we've done. So we have a baking soda. It's got Nature's Gift Clean. It's got peppermint, it's got cinnamon, it's got clove oil, and it's got eggshells in it. I mean, the clove oil gives it a strange taste, but one lady shared that she loves it. I sent out the update yesterday. She cleans her tongue with it. All this stuff comes out of her mouth when she does. Like I said, this stuff is in layers of your skin, and cleaning is important. So it cleans the teeth, it cleans the tongue. Use the mouthwash. We have the kinase enzymes in the store. Take a third of a capsule and just dump it in your mouth and let your saliva, it dissolves biofilm. So do that as well. And we're looking at a herbal formula to feed the mouth, because you got the gut biome, you got the mouth. They're two parts of your body that are there to protect the rest of your body, and they're being destroyed by these organisms and by glyphosate and all this stuff that we get into our bodies, and we have to recover this. We have the Restore product in the store, which is minerals aimed at restoring gut biome. You want to look into prebiotics, which are basically foods, the right foods to eat. There's an update about them. Probiotics, they feed columella. You're talking probiotics, even though we have an enzyme with probiotics, it can have more than several probiotics, where there are literally thousands of probiotics that go to make up or help in the gut biome. So, okay, I guess I got off the track there.
Yeah, so a lot of the probiotics are designed for the candida, right? You have the candida free.
Well, I don't recommend, if you have columbella, do not take probiotics, because they feed columbella until you reach late stage 2. So you want to focus on the prebiotics. So you want to go into our blog and search for prebiotics. I don't have it in front of me, but it's basically eating foods, the right foods that contribute to prebiotics.
Yeah, so you said put before like sauerkraut, no vinegar.
No vinegar, because apple cider vinegar, as healthy as it is, even the organic, will feed columbella. And basically 90% of the questionnaires I evaluate today, people are dealing with both columbella and Morgellons. If you know that you're only dealing with Morgellons, apple cider vinegar is great to consume.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions?
I have a quick question. It's Christine. I don't know if someone else was talking before.
Thank you, Christine. What would you like to ask?
I'm trying to get through the book, but I don't know if anyone's experienced this. I've literally been sleeping all weekend. Like, I can't get my head off my pillow. So I haven't gotten much done. I didn't know if anyone had that side effect or not.
Brain fog?
Exhaustion.
Exhaustion. Yeah. The quicker you can get, the best place to go is Chapter 4, focus on getting the diet right, and Chapter 3, that's the meat of the program. That's the meat of it. The other chapters, a lot of informative, important information. People who do beat these organisms, they generally read the book 6, 7, 8 times, refer to it constantly. It's an encyclopedia in a sense, resource. So yes, get Chapter 4 and the diet, and Chapter 3 and get things kicked in to whatever degree that you can. Keep coming back to the program. Feel free to email me. Contact Robin.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And get a buddy. Later on, we'll do the buddy thing. Get a buddy and work together.
Sounds good.
Anyone else like to share?
Yeah. Hi, Richard. This is Elle. Can you hear me?
Hi, Al.
Hi,
Good to hear you.
hi everybody. Hi Robin. Hi Chris.
Hi.
Hi Richard. It's not a question, it's more of an input with a comment. I recently was reinfected, and it's just mild, it's not serious, but I discovered the source of my reinfection was the cabin filter in my car. Every modern car has a cabin filter. It's usually located behind the glove box in the car, and it's like an air filter that filters the air coming from the outside vent to the inside of the car. So if you have a car that you're trying to clear of organisms or it's infested with organisms, it's so important to get a new filter and replace the cabin filter. This can be done very simply. You don't need to go to the dealership to do it. They cost about $12 on Amazon, and you can learn on YouTube how to change your own cabin filter. But if you're fighting organisms in your car and you haven't changed the filter, you're fighting a losing battle, and changing your filter is the game changer in the whole program, as far as the car is concerned. That was my comment.
Thank you, Elle. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Elle, she's been in the program for quite some time. She's very instrumental in helping us learn how to use the electrostatic sprayer. A couple of years ago, when we first brought it on, she came up with the 21-day challenge. And her challenge was that, mice have a gestation period of 21 days, some of the eggs, and they need to be handled every day as they hatch. And her challenge was, if you use that sprayer for 21 days, you're going to get rid of all the mites, and that's pretty much true. That's pretty much so. And we've learned a lot from her. She learned that these things can be behind, like now she shared, I had no idea there was this filter I had no idea. I figured if there would be a filter, it would be hard to change, but she's found it's in the back of the glove compartment. You can change it, and I never would have thought. And if you have a bug in there, she found that, what kind of bug was it, Elle?
I found a dead cicada bug, and I just reasoned through rational thought that I used to keep bees, and the problems with bees is that there's a bee-eating mite called varroamite, and most insects have mites, and sure enough, this dead cicada had mites, and the mites were coming through the vents and attacking my hands. It was summer, so I was wearing sandals. They were attacking my hands and feet. Of course, I had the air conditioning on, and they were being blown onto my hands and feet. And I couldn't figure out why, and then eventually I realized there's a vent filter, a cabin vent filter, and sure enough, when I pulled it out, there was the dead cicada bug.
Great. So that's a phenomenal contribution. We'll be adding that into the book. That's for certain. So thank you so much, Elle.
You're very welcome.
Anyone else like to ask a question or share?
I would.
Yes.
Kathy from California.
Hi, Kathy.
I've been having a problem with kind of a thick fluid in both my eyes on the outer corner that doesn't go away no matter whether I use eye drops or anything. And I also, when I wake up in the morning, I have stuff on the tips of my eyelashes, which I probably wouldn't see if I didn't have a 10 times magnifying mirror.
Well, first question, are you on the diet?
Yes.
Are you strict with the diet?
Yes.
Has it kicked in for you?
Yes.
Great. All right, so the crustacean stuff around the eyes is often associated with columbella. You have them also in your eyes?
No, I don't. Yeah, the corner of my eye is blue.
Okay, it's a little difficult hearing you. So the main problem is dealing with the crustacean around your eyes?
Mm-hmm. Probably the fluid. It's like a thick fluid in the outer corner of my eyes.
A fluid coming out of your eyes?
Yeah, it doesn't come out; it just stays there.
Oh.
If someone wants to look at me,
It's like
what's wrong
biofilm.
with your...
Do you think it's like a biofilm?
Probably.
Have you done any eye wash with the Nature's Gift or with the colloidal silver?
No.
All right, chapter 6 of the book has about 6 different things that you can use for the eyes. I think the favorites are we have very inexpensive 12 part per million colloidal silver in our store. You can do that, but Robin, I'll let you talk about the eyes. You just don't want to do this stuff once. You want to be aggressive. Anything that you do in getting your body back and your skin back is you need to be aggressive. So, Robin, you want to talk about the eyes?
Sure. First, I want to say that the little stuff on the eyelashes and the crustiness, yeah, it can be calambola, but I have found that when I mess up on the diet, that's what first happens is the crustiness with the eyes. So if you're adding foods or you're eating something that maybe isn't quite right on the diet, take a look at that. Because when you clear up the diet, it will get better. Now, what I did for my eyes, and you have to be very aggressive, I got colloidal silver and a little eye wash glass, and I would literally just put the glass up to my eyes, 100% colloidal silver, and rinse my eyes every 20 minutes. And it took 3 days to clear my eyes of doing this very, very consistently. I mean, I didn't wake up and I didn't do it 20 minutes, 24/7, but while I was awake. And that's what it took to get my eyes clear. I had been to eye doctors, I'd been on eye antibiotics, I had a terrible time with my eyes, and that's what cleared them up. And the only time they have ever gotten bad again is when I mess up on the diet, which is really interesting. So,
did yours hurt?
My experience.
It might not hurt. I don't feel anything.
Well, you don't have to feel anything. I mean, there's also, one of the symptoms of Morgellons is these teeny, teeny, tiny, they look like really miniature cotton balls in your eyelashes, and they're super, super small. And that's one of the things with Morgellons, but they get worse when you mess up on the diet.
Okay.
So
Great.
That's what I know.
Thank you.
Someone
Someone was on it before asking about animals. I forgot to have you address that issue, Robin, with the animals. I just reminded.
Okay. So you can do this for cats or dogs, and the first thing you want to do is get a Seresto collar. And there's places, they're usually pretty expensive, like they can be, but they last for 8 months. But I know that there's a few places online right now having a sale, and you can get one for like $30. They wear the collar, and then they don't sell called Program anymore, but it's they do sell Lufeneron for cats and dogs, and you take a capful and you sprinkle it on their food once a month. There's also this other thing called, what is it called? It's like the chitosanase enzymes for us, only it's for them, and actually the guy that makes Lufeneron has it for people too. It's called, I forget what it's called, but it's another thing that they can take every 3 to 5 days, and it kills organisms in their body. It really does.
What is the Lufeneron called that they get for the pets? Do you remember?
It's called Lufeneron.
Oh, it is called Lufeneron.
But
Okay.
there's another thing. When I'm not talking, I can run into my kitchen and I'll grab it and I'll tell you what it's called.
Okay.
But you want to give those to your pet. One is every 3 to 5 days. One is once a month. The Lufeneron is once a month. And then you want to get Adam's pyrethrin flea dip for dogs and cats, and give them a flea dip as often as once a week, clean their bedding, doing the washing protocols just like you would with your regular clothes, sprinkle diatomaceous earth in their bedding, rub diatomaceous earth into their fur. And if you have a cat, the protocol for the Adams pyrethrin flea dip is a little bit different because they don't need as much. And are you talking cats or well? For a cat, you just take a capful and you put it in a cup of water. You have 2 cups, one with the pyrethrin stuff, one clean water, 2 washcloths. You hold the cat by the scruff of the neck like a mother cat holds its kitten. You rub this stuff all over their body. Hold them still for as long as you can. The goal is 10 minutes. And then you take the other washcloth and the clean water and wipe it off of them. And that makes a big difference. And when you do those things on, the diatomaceous earth, cleaning their bedding, and all the other things for spraying the environment, your pets will get clear.
And let's remember diet.
Yes, healthy food. I use, God, I can never remember the name of what I use. It's one of the top listed cat foods. It's Regional Red by Origin. It's called Regional Red by Origin, and it's all natural. And I also have a freeze-dried cat food that I use that is, again, there's nothing bad in them, and it makes a big difference.
Or you can feed them exactly what you're eating and make sure that whatever food you do feed them do not have any additives that are listed in the do not eat list of the King Diet. So thank you, Robin.
Yes.
Robin, what is the name of the capsule that you give the cats? And the other thing, I'm doing the flea stuff that you said, and that's working great.
The cat food is by a company called Origin, O-R-I-G-E-N, and it's called Regional Red. And then the Regional Red has cat food for adult cats, kittens, and they get regionally appropriate meats and fish. It's really great cat food.
What was the capsule that you said? Some kind of thing that you sprinkle or give them once a week or so? What was that you were talking about? Because I couldn't understand what you said.
The Lufeneron comes in pills. It's just called Lufeneron for cats and dogs, and it goes.
How do you spell it?
Lufeneron. Lufeneron.
Right. Lufeneron. Okay.
Yes.
One other thing. I just have to step away from the computer for a second.
While you're doing that, being in a different segment of the program, again, I need to inform everybody that none of us are medical doctors. Before you start the King Diet or accept any of our recommendations, you're to discuss them with your medical doctor to make sure they do not interfere with any health problems. The AMA and FDA require me to tell you, I don't know where that feedback is, but required to tell you that we are not here to cure, treat, mitigate, or diagnose any disease. We're here to educate you how to clean them out of your body, how to clean the organisms out of your skin and environment, and build health and immune functioning through the various targeted supplements that we recommend.
Right.
Okay, we're still in the question and answer period. Anyone else have questions? Or if you'd like to share your experience with the diet, or please do so. Or anything else that you've been doing? Yes.
This is Joanne in Washington.
Hi, Joanne. Welcome back.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi. A couple weeks ago or so, I asked you all about vitamin D, and you didn't know anything, in terms of what would work with the diet. And Robin graciously texted me, something that had worked for her, but it's no longer available. And I'm really on the hunt now because my husband's doctor called, and says he's on the edge of what is that? Bone, when you have the bone, your bones are staining too badly. Anyway, so I was just wondering if you might be willing to put out a mass email if there's anybody else out there in your, arena who might have found another vitamin D, because the only one, like I say, that I've seen that Robin sent me is no longer available that fits the diet, and I'm just too scared. And yet his doctor's insisting that I do vitamin D for him. Osteoporosis, that's what I was thinking.
Osteoporosis, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, she's really insistent, and yet I'm really scared to buy anything, that doesn't fit the diet. So anyway, I just...
I don't really know. Again, I've never really did vitamin D because I was scared that it might be reactive. I never really did test it. And so I think it's just a matter of somebody trying it and seeing what happens and try and report to us which one might work. It would be great.
Yeah, and I can do that. Right now, the ones I'm seeing have bad oil is my problem.
Well, Joanne, don't forget you want to look for a tablet, not a
capsule.
Not a capsule.
A tablet, not a capsule.
Right,
Okay.
and even if the tablet has a couple of bad ingredients, they may be towards the end of the ingredient list, and they might be okay.
That's sometimes true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sometimes true. The capsules are also often made of glycerin, which actually feeds the organisms.
Okay.
So that's why we always go for a vegetable-based capsule.
Right. Okay, thank you. That's a good tip. I will look.
Okay.